You can find it, I'm sure. And then let me know when
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
you're. All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, then. Well, let's go ahead in five, four.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Middle Aged Gaming. How's everybody doing today?
Doing great.
Awesome.
We got my buddy Jamie Sprangborough. Sorry, I
Brian
couldn't.
Burrow.
I couldn't.
Brian
I,
Burrow. Session.
I,
Session.
I always
In the
have that in
house.
my head.
In the house.
In the house. There he is. Jerry Ballickus. I'm sorry. That just makes me laugh.
It's meant to. Greetings, everybody.
Oh man, how's everybody doing? All right. You see the craziness that's going on with the gaming community right now in the gaming world.
The Me Too movement.
Oh my gosh, man, all kinds of stuff going on.
Whoa. Did you see that, Jerry? I knew the answer.
He did his homework.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
JV is back in the saddle.
Oh, man. So, anyways.
Yes, it's been crazy. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Did you read what happened with that, Jamie?
Uh,
Your mic's your mic went out there for a second.
What?
Your mic went out for a second.
Are you sure it wasn't your hearing? Anyways,
might have been.
just kidding. Yeah, some about Twitch streamer or something like that. A real, real one of the most ever was basically womanizing and was being derogatory towards the ladies and stuff. And then
Yep.
that
Is that cutting out for you too, Jerry, or is it just me?
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, your audio is cutting in and out.
I have no idea why. Zero.
Channel 7 and 8.
No, you're still.
But yes. So then somebody from Bungie, one of the top, I believe the women creators of Bungie or Destiny or something like that, they were speaking out on the YouTube or the Me Too movement.
Yeah, they were coming forth for all kinds of accusations and basically a stop, calling for a stop to the discrimination and the abuse and all that goes on in the streaming community and whatnot with against women. Because men are shitbags, a lot of us. So apparently we can't just enjoy people's gaming content without being a douchebag.
Without being pigs.
Yeah, pretty much. So so it's been brought. A lot of stuff from the past has been brought up. A lot of predominant, like you were saying, streamers. I just got to say to everybody, don't be stupid. Just think smart. Treat people with respect. If you're going to troll somebody, just stop. Just stop. Go do something else. There's no point in doing what you're doing.
Is my audio okay at this point in time?
Yes, yeah, it's a lot better.
Good. That people do have to go through that. I know that I wouldn't want to be a female gamer out there. Not saying. I'm just saying that I've heard in the past of people being pretty aggressive and things like that.
Yeah.
So, standing
Jerry,
up
you got
for
anything on
themselves.
Yeah, I mean, just like what my question for people that are doing it is just like, what do you gain from it? I don't understand it. I get trash talk. I trash talk too. That's fine. I like you're pissed off. You say something, it's over. But to to discriminate against somebody, to I don't know, man. It's just I feel that we've accepted so much for so long that like everybody like tries to take it to the next step. And we're at that point now where it's like that next step is been the millionth step since when it started. So now we're at to the point where it's like oh shit, like, you know, we should have said this a long time ago. We should have seen this coming. So yeah, my thing is just like what are you gaining from it? Like if what you are doing is hurting somebody, like where's your humanity? Like, you know, just stop for a second. And I guess maybe because you know it's anonymous, we don't actually meet these people in person. We probably won't ever meet them again online if we're playing a game. So it's like, okay, cool. There's zero accountability for my actions. You know, it's a lot, you know, same thing with why people are nasty on social media. It's like there's zero accountability for you being that way. So I understand, I guess, how it's happening. My question to those people is just like, what are you gaining from it? Like how I don't want to tell people how they should be. I don't want to. I don't know what people are going through. You know, maybe people are having a bad day. I've been at my worst. You know, sometimes I've had a bad day and I've done things that I'm not proud of. Just as I'm sure everybody else has.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess my take on it is just ask yourself, like, you know, what am I gaining from this? Is this behavior really in line with who I am as a person? If not, you know, why am I allowing this to happen? You know, I've had to check myself a couple times, more than a couple times recently. You know, I don't want to sit here and try to be like a talking on a soapbox saying like, you know, I've never done any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. The way the movie we passed it is just, we all need to check ourselves, man, and just ask that question. You know, what are we gaining from this, from being nasty to people? And if and if it's, you know, it's a quick, I feel good about myself. You know, ask yourself, why does it take that type of behavior to make you feel good about yourself? When you're able to look at it in the mirror, I've had a lot of moments in the last, you know, month or two where I've looked at some things that I've been doing and just like who the hell are you, dude? Like this ain't who you are. And the answers I always come up with, it's like, well, it's kind of, I shouldn't say it's kind of, it's the environment that's around me that promotes that type of behavior. And that's not saying like I don't take responsibility for it. I'm trying to figure out how it happens. So, you know, the other way that we change it is like, you know, we all need to step up and start changing that environment. It's a tough thing to do, especially since we said it, you know, everything's anonymous and we're not going to see these people again. So I don't see this as the last time something like this is happening. Which is sad. So I mean, it's really on all of us, just like everything else, man. The COVID, the discrimination, like all this stuff, like ain't nobody else's fault except for ours. And the way we fix it is look within ourselves and start to question ourselves and have these type of conversations, you know, where we could talk about it and share our own experiences and what we go through. So
Right.
I'm glad we're bringing it up, and I'm glad that, you know, we're able to bring our own stories into it.
I think you hit it right nail on the head when it's part of it needs to be easier for people to come forward. It needs to be people have to be a little bit more comfortable, be able to be felt made a little bit more comfortable with coming forward with these things and not holding them back for fear of repercussions from communities and even if it's the other way, even if it's a streamer, because there's plenty of instances where streamers have taken advantage of their fans, you know, at meet and greets and things like that, and you know, a lot of these communities need to make it, you know, a lot easier for women or men or whatever to come forward and talk about what's happened, you know, before, because all it does is the victim becomes the next bully is what ends up happening. So your victim goes out and says, okay, well, this has happened to me. I've kept it bottled down. I'm going to go, and maybe not you know, purposefully, but over time, things like that breed that type of mentality. And it's not with everybody, but it's a pretty general rule from everything I've read on the subject of psychology is that your victim becomes your bully. It becomes a bully, and it's just going to spread and spread and spread, and we need to stop it and try and make it a little bit more aware and people more comfortable with coming forward. I think, and I don't know how we do that. I'm a 43-year-old white male. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have that problem. So it's hard for me to say how to come through. And to anybody that's listening, if you have ideas, please drop them in comments, drop them in our Facebook, and try to raise awareness. And anybody you think may be in that type of situation, please speak up on their behalf. If you think it's going to ruin your friendship, just speak up. These people might be too afraid to have their own voice, and they need that.
And like I said, they shouldn't feel that they don't.
Your mic's cut out again, bud. I don't know if you have a loose wire or.
Who knows?
Yeah, I think going back to what you said there, the victim becomes the bully. Really, just any type of discrimination, it always comes down to power, man. Somebody's trying to have power over somebody. When you're the victim, you've had that power stripped away from you. You want to have that power back, which is why you become the bully.
Yep.
Suddenly you put yourself in a position of having power over somebody else. And I think just one of the best things I read about power is that it's an illusion. The greatest way to have power is to give your power away. We see it a lot in the business world. It's what I've studied in college. It's one of my passions is to understand behavioral, organizational behavior, understand business, understand customer relationships, that type of thing. And I've seen it. I'm sure other people have seen it as well. It's like, a boss will do anything to not lose that title, even if that means strip certain things away from their subordinates, because if the subordinates have too much power, then I don't have the power anymore. But what this book argued was you'll have more power when you give your power away. So, like, say you're withholding some type of talent or skill set or something like that from somebody learning because you're afraid that they might take your position. Well, when you give that person the power that you have, that gives that person more power to be more productive, which means in the long run, you're going to look better. Mm-hmm. If your subordinate's doing better, then you're going to look better because you're their leader. Like, they're growing, so that means that you're doing a good job.
And they're going to be able to help grow their coworkers as well.
Yeah, they can instill.
Yeah.
They can instill into you all the things that they're the most passionate about, and then because if they train you to carry on their passion, then it makes you find passion of your own to want to and to want to make the off the torch.
No, your thing's still cutting out, bud.
I'm trying to lip read.
I know. I was trying to lip read too.
So the other part to it is, when you give something to somebody and you do it genuinely, what's the natural human response for a rational human being? I want to give something back to that person.
Yeah.
If somebody does something nice for me, it's in human nature to want to return that favor. One of my favorite quotes by Jeffrey Gitomer, who's an author on marketing and sales. If all things being equal, people would rather do business with their friends. All things not being equal, people would still rather do business with their friends. That's one of his quotes. So when we give our power away, we gain a friend. His other quote will come to me in a second. I just had a brain fart.
That's
there,
all right.
But,
so basically, what we're saying is you got to give power. You have to give power back to these people that feel powerless. You know, they need to feel like they've got their life back in their hands again, and free to come back and speak their mind.
Yeah, I think if we're looking for solutions for people that maybe what am I doing? That's a good place to start. Is like are your behaviors or the way that you talk to somebody, is that robbing somebody of their experience, is it taking away from somebody? And if the answer is yes, then the root of that is you're trying to deny somebody an experience. You're trying to have power over them.
Yeah.
And if you can't sit there and look at George Floyd getting murdered and still have that same type of behavior, because the root of it is the same thing. The cop had power over him. George Floyd was powerless. There's things that we do on a daily basis that are rooted in the same thing, where, hey, it don't matter what you do, I still have power over you. A good example of that is, I'm not going to listen to your experience. I'm not going to listen to you because you haven't had it as rough as I had. No, what you're doing is you're stripping somebody away from their experience, so that way your belief is always going to have you're always going to have power over your belief, and that person is never going to be able to have an impact on you. It's just we see different degrees in it, but the root of it is it's still the same, man. It's you're denying somebody who they are, and coming from somebody that has been bullied in the past or has been looked down upon. I'm sure other people have. Like that's the worst feeling in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things that we do, some of the things that we say, we're creating that same experience for other people, the experience that we would never want for ourselves ever again. There's things that we're doing that is promoting that same type of experience. So just, really, really look at what you say, really understand, be more responsible for what you say and your behaviors, because it does have an impact. There is power in words.
Mm-hmm.
It truly
Most definitely. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, agree. I don't know how my mic is sounding, if it's cracking in and out.
Sounds good right now.
You sound good. Here's the other quote.
Oh yeah.
Jamie, you just threw me off. Darn it. Here it is. Okay. So show somebody you care about them, chances are they'll return the favor. Show somebody you don't care about them, chances are they'll return the favor.
Yeah. Almost definitely.
And
when we show people, we care about them, it's in our nature to do the same for them. Mm-hmm. With both of you guys, man, I've showed you that I care about you. You probably want to do the same to me. You've done the same to me, and I want to do the same for you. That's why, when Jamie wanted to do his Springboro sessions, when TJ, when you wanted to do this gaming podcast, it's like hell yeah, man. Like, you guys have shown me that you care about me. One of the ways that I can do that in return is absolutely do this for you. That's why
that's why we enjoy having you on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine doing it without you.
No.
That's what she said.
That is true. Like I said,
Careful, I'm drinking here.
Last night I had an amazing threesome. I had a couple no-shows, but it was great. But yes, no. You guys,
oh, there it goes again.
fuck.
Yeah, I think you have to be right up on it. It's when you back away that you seem to
Man,
lose the
come
audio.
on.
Get up on it like it's a Friday night. Come on.
Treat it like treat it like the great thing it is. Well, I will obviously figure that out later of what is going
It sounds
on.
just like it's audio canceling, like when you get out of range.
Yes, and it shouldn't be because I canceled the Zoom one, so there's got to be something on this little board here. But anyways, you guys would be very proud of me. I did a portion of the reveal. Holla.
Nice. Very nice.
Even
No, you're still... you know what it is? I think it's when he gets excited and talks a little bit louder that it cuts out.
Do you have it hooked up to your Xbox somehow? Maybe Microsoft
It sounds like old school Xbox.
no, I have
It's trying
my
to
stuff.
Microsoft is trying to stop you from promoting PlayStation. That's my
It's,
guess.
Well, I could see that being
it's a total
being-
conspiracy.
I can see that being valid. All right, so it wouldn't be this so it's not this program that's making it do it because that one is working correctly, and it should not be that one. So
Yep.
nothing,
There we go. Now you're back.
nothing, nothing.
Yeah.
Having
Oh.
a little technical difficulties.
That's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay.
It happens.
That is okay. That's okay.
But
That's okay.
we will continue
That is-
when Jamie figures that part out.
Oh, I'll just go grab another microphone. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, it's with the oh shoot, I forgot about lost my train of thought now.
It's all good.
The you see what happened with Mixer now? About a month it's going to be shut down.
Yo.
No. What happened there?
Yeah, so Mixer, I'll read the official interview thing real quick on the.
this guy right here?
It's from The
Thumbs up.
Verge on the Verge
Hello,
website.
no crack.
TheVerge.com.
In and out.
Microsoft is shutting down Mixer and partnering with Facebook Gaming. So as of July 22nd, it's planning on moving existing partners over to Facebook Gaming. The surprise announcement means Mixer partners and streamers will be transitioning to Facebook Gaming starting today, and Microsoft will no longer operate Mixer as a service in a month's time. So basically, it's because Microsoft has struggled to reach its intended goal with Mixer, and getting everybody, getting up and actually becoming a competitor to Twitch. And like I said, a few episodes back when I was talking about how the numbers for, I think it was in episode 3, where I was talking about how Mixer's watch numbers during the coronavirus so far was only up 0.02% or 0.2%. Everybody else was up dramatically in viewership, and theirs had gone up hadn't gone up at all, which isn't good because everybody's home, you know what I mean, and the kids are all home. So
There's never
usually
been a better time to get numbers.
Yeah,
up for
so
video
when
games.
theirs didn't go up hardly at all, at 0.02% or something like that, it just was definitely a sign of things to come. And I kind of said it back then that I think it's going to be going downhill. But the big news in this whole thing is that they just signed, Ninja not even a year ago, and Shroud a year ago, thinking that they were going to be able to pull some big numbers of people from Twitch, and that flopped. So now Ninja made out with $30 million because they offered to buy him out of his contract. So he got paid $30 million for 8 months worth of work on Mixer. Shroud got $10 million for 8 months worth of work or 7 months worth of work on Mixer. And now they're free to go do whatever they want. They're out of their contracts because they had 3-year contracts or something like that.
Wow.
So now they've got the opportunity to go to Facebook Gaming, go to YouTube streaming. They can go back to Twitch. But I guess Facebook Gaming has been doing really, really well. And Microsoft is going to transition all the streamers that are getting paid by Mixer. If you're a partner with Mixer, they're going to help transition you over to Facebook Gaming to give you the option. And then Facebook's going to give those people an extra, I think they said $2,500 to sign on. So those streamers will get a little extra cash or have the option to get a little extra cash. Why is this thing so washed out? For signing up on that, which was a great deal for them. And Mike Spencer from Xbox, he's pretty confident that with the transition over, Facebook Gaming will be able to do a better job of growing the community and getting those people a little bit more access, because they have Facebook, they have a huge platform to work with, a huge community of people to work with. the big thing, I think the reason that they decided that is that obviously the numbers were declining. I think it was also because of xCloud. With xCloud coming out, and they really want to do their streaming gaming service there. I think Xbox wants to put all their money into that basket, and really grow that dramatically.
Now, was there any? Because I'm not familiar with Mixer. Was there any reasoning that was given as to why they didn't do so well? Poor marketing, poor service.
It was just, I think it's mainly because it's so centric on it's centric on Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically the only people that are going to be using it is Xbox, and you're kind of limiting your crowd. You're limiting your community, basically. I mean, you can get to it from outside Xbox, but most of the people that are watching it are going to be Xbox owners, kids that have Xbox, and that it pops up on their console, in their feed. So I think that's probably the reason. They kind of give, other explanations of they think it's because it came in late. There was so many competitors. It's hard to get a grasp. Basically with Twitch already has such a deep grasp on their community. And again, I mean, how are you going to get all of your community all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like even somebody as big as Shroud or as Ninja, two of arguably two of the largest streamers out there, or most popular at least, couldn't get their communities to switch from Twitch, their full community to switch from Twitch to Mixer. They got some, but I think their community that was on Mixer grew from the Xbox community. It'd be like if PlayStation all of a sudden put up a streaming service on theirs, for streamers. Their numbers aren't going to come close to Twitch, because Twitch has, just chatting stuff, you know what I mean? Like the board games, everything. Everybody streams on Twitch and has access to
Sure.
Twitch, So I think that's one of the reasons that it probably didn't quite do as well. Because Microsoft did just the console and PC. So I think once they switch it to Facebook, I think it'll be a much better outcome. Because Mixer was not anywhere near Twitch in numbers.
Like I said, I had never even heard of it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have if you hadn't used if you haven't used the Xbox since the Xbox One. You know what I mean? Like, it came in late. It was a good service. I mean, it was all right. I don't really stream that often. I'm trying to stream more, but it definitely was a little lacking in the community department. Like, even some of their biggest guys would have 2,000 people on watching, which is a lot. But in the versus Twitch, where they've a lot of these guys have like 5,000, 7,000 viewers.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, to me, that doesn't make sense that they would only for Microsoft. Like, just last night, I was watching my new favorite thing, reaction videos. I was watching reaction videos to Subnautica and to Death Stranding, and I mean, some of these videos on YouTube, like 5 million views.
Oh yeah, yep.
Like, comments, 4,000 people liking a comment, 8,000 people liking a comment. Like, it blew my mind. Like, holy
yeah,
cow.
it's nuts. I think I want to start streaming to YouTube. I've been doing it on Twitch, and it's okay, but I think YouTube might be. I kind of want to do Facebook gaming a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try them all out and see which one I like better. But I wanted to wait till Jamie got back before I talked about the. I finally got the streaming done through Streamlabs from my Xbox. There he is. There he is.
He's got it on mute.
Oh, he's got no mic right now.
Oh, okay.
He went to talk into it like it was still there for a second. No, oh, okay. Yeah, it's there he is.
Yeah, this one video is 8.1 million views.
Wow.
Whoa.
And this video was uploaded two years 2 years ago, and you still had people 4 months ago, 6 months ago, 2 months ago commenting on it. So this content has been up for 2 years and people are still commenting on it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's a good platform. I don't know. I check out a lot of things on YouTube because it's quick, it's easy, and there's usually 60,000 videos or whatever you wanted to look at.
Yeah,
of the same thing.
I love YouTube. Love it.
Need to level up a little bit.
Shoot. All right. Because now I'm using Phantom.
No, still doing the same thing. I don't know, man.
Me neither. Well,
Yeah, so
maybe write things down and just hold
Just
it up
hold
to
them
the
up in the
camera.
face.
Yeah, do like the what was the movie, The Martian?
Oh,
when he
gosh,
finally was
yeah.
able to make contact, and
And
he
sold
had to
my
like have
papers.
the camera and the signs up there. Yeah, see, there we go. So I'm always thinking, man, always thinking. Make the best of what you got, using what's around you and what you know.
There he is.
Yes, I dig it. I dig it.
Making it work.
Yeah, so this brings up a good thing. I'm glad we go through this stuff, just like Jamie went through his audio stuff before. This allows us to understand that
Yeah.
we'd have backup procedures or different ways around it. If
We're
have
still
some
learning.
technical
We're still going
difficulties.
through stuff.
For sure, man. For sure.
But all right. Well, let me. I want to talk about how I got. There he is. So I was trying to stream the other day, and I found a little app on my laptop when I was going through it, and it. Ooh, that's bright. And it's on the laptop. I had a little app called the Xbox Console Companion. So apparently, with this thing, you can actually connect. I can connect my Xbox through the internet to my computer. So it doesn't
Okay.
have to have any video capture card. I don't have to have any of that stuff. Don't have to hook wires up. So as long as they're both on the same network, and it's going to be able to view everything that my console has up on my screen here in front of me. And I can take my controller and I can control it all. There's no delay. It's instantaneous. So in a sense, I can play my Xbox on my computer screen on a smaller format, so I can maybe get a little better control. And instead of on the 60-inch. But with that, being able to do that, I was able to run it through OBS and capture and stream the video from the window from one of the computer windows on through OBS and onto Twitch, so that I could actually use this mic. I could talk to the chat, and I could still use my headset mic and talk to the anybody who was in a party with or whatever in the game, and
Nice.
still be able to capture and record and all that stuff the same stuff you'll be able to do with Streamlabs OBS. So it took me like 3 hours of tweaking with it before, because I was having difficulty getting, because there's an option in Streamlabs where you can stream what is on your screen So all it was doing was I was like trying to stream, and I'm in the stream trying to figure it out, and I do it, and all it shows on the stream is my OBS screen because I'm in the OBS.
Nice.
So it was all messed up, but it took me like probably about 3 hours total to figure it all out. But it was awesome once I finally did. I was like, "This is great."
Nice.
I knew that I had that Jamie Dare moment where I was like, "This is fucking awesome."
Nice. Nice.
Nothing, Jim. No. A little bit,
Little
little
bit,
bit,
little bit
little
there.
bit. I know. Yeah, it's still not. I don't know what the heck's going on. But that's so I was able to figure that out. There we go. No, no, now he's not. No, you're still
Oh, we
good.
got you
Yep,
now.
you're good. No, as soon as we said he was staying, that's when it goes away. Now it is. Now it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. There you are. Yep.
All right. Well, hopefully it'll stay working for a while.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. Nope.
So is it still working? Because I'm really excited to say that I did watch most of the PlayStation reveal. I think that game Sackboy or Sack something or other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That game looks retarded.
Yeah. You're out again.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks very, very awesome. I think the Spider and Godfall. Cool. I don't know, man. Crazy, because it works here, and then it's back.
Hold on. Talk for a second. Let me see if I hear it on this.
Oh, you will, because I'm looking at the meter right here. Huh? I don't know, man. Check one. Yeah, it's all
I
good.
don't know.
It's all good, man.
I don't know, man.
It's all good. Sometimes you
It
know,
was working fine before. It was weird.
it's all good. All good.
Yeah, so that Sackboy that you were talking about, I looked it up online. So that's part of a series actually that I wasn't even aware of. It's called a Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it started on the PlayStation
3.
3. Yep.
Yeah, 2008. Received generally positive reviews. Yeah, I'm with you, Jamie. It just looks like a really, really awesome, well thought out platform type of game, man. And to me, I think that's going to be that'll be the platform title for the release. I'm not sure if that's gonna. I guess it's to be announced, but kind of like when I think of like Nintendo 64 when that came out. Super Mario 64 was like, oh my god, here's the next thing that you can do with platform games. I see that has the potential to be, the next like, wow, you thought you knew platform games before, like here's something different. I like that they had. It looked like it might have had a multiplayer to it, like a cooperative.
Yeah, it's usually. I think they usually had a co-op mode in there. I think on the original. No, maybe not in the original, but maybe on updates later on. I think because I played the original when it first came out, because I was still a PlayStation guy, and and it was a fun game. You could create levels, I think, in that one, yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun when I played it back then. I mean, it was just it's you know it's cutesy kidsy type, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But just good fun, you know,
I-
good
I
old fashioned
think-
platforming.
I think back to cooperative multiplayer, and I go back to Sega Genesis back in the day. Toe Jam and Earl. I don't know if you ever played that
Heck
with a
yeah,
buddy,
dude.
but my God, was that so much fun! You know, it's a nutty, fun game on its own,
Yep.
but when you play with somebody else, it's like, dude, like so much better. So I was just
heck
thinking,
yeah.
that's the first thing I thought of. Like, if there's some co-op to this, and it's 4 people, and we're all experiencing the same thing, and it's really
Yep.
nutty. Yeah, that definitely would hold my attention for sure.
Yeah, that's there's another one that's another Crash Bandicoot that's coming out as well.
Nice.
A new Crash Bandicoot trailer dropped, which that looks really good. I mean, the graphics look friggin' phenomenal on it. But the I don't think it's next gen. I think it's the PlayStation 4, if I remember correctly. Because I thought it said I thought it said September was the release for it.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that for sure. I'll
Yeah, it's,
definitely play that. Those were always fun.
Yeah, it's such a simple game when you think about how it plays, but it's so fun. I mean, just so much fun. Yeah, it comes out October 2nd is when that comes out.
Of this year?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
So it's current gen.
oh wait, hold on. It's Crash Bandicoot 4, so it's not a new game. It's a remaster of. I think it's a remake. I don't think it's a brand new one. It looked phenomenal either way. It was freaking looked so much fun.
Nice. Yeah, I see that October 2nd, 2020.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. I don't know. It's there's so many good games though. I mean, we got so much stuff coming out, and The Last of Us 2. That's getting review bombed into the ground right now because people are trolls.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm. It's almost just almost impossible these days to read a good review, man. It's almost like that South Park episode where everybody's a Yelper, and it's like just because you have your voice doesn't mean that you're qualified to give an intelligent opinion on something. It's frustrating reading some of this stuff, man, because if I would have went off of some of the reviews, I wouldn't have played Death Stranding. I would have said a walking simulator, like, yeah, screw
Yeah.
you. Like, I've played lots of simulator games and they're fun, but walking doesn't sound good to me at all. And for people to just only focus on that part of it when there's so much more to the game, it's like, if that's the only good thing, or that's the only thing that you were able to focus on the whole game, like,
Yeah.
and you just missed everything else, like that, how does this make you a good reviewer? Yet, other people agree with it. I didn't like that part of it either. So now, all these other people that didn't like that part of it, now everybody's going to say it's a bad game. It's like, shit, man. Like, yeah, I get frustrated with some of the mechanics, but it doesn't kill the game for me. It's almost like, here's a better example. You look at a product on Amazon and you got these ass clowns that give it a 1-star review because the shipping was messed up on it.
Yeah.
What the hell does that have to do with the product at all? Like, yet the product is terrible because somehow in transit it got messed up, which the developer of the product had no control over whatsoever. Now they have to suffer
Yeah.
because of something that was outside of their control. Like, it's just silly. So,
I don't like stars or number reviews. I try to avoid those. I try to either read or listen to multiple reviews of something, because to give it just a number, like a lot of these magazines and these game sites, they give 4 out of 5 stars. 4 out of 5 stars to you might be 2 out of 5 stars to me. You know what I mean? I want to hear why you gave it that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I want to hear why you enjoyed the gameplay. What didn't you enjoy? What do you feel it could have done better? And things of that nature. Instead of just being able to go on a website and go, okay, I want to give you, 1 star. Because it's gonna adjust your rating.
Yeah, and
Um,
there are algorithms. There's mechanics involved with getting a 5-star review where you're going to get promoted more.
Mhm.
There's a really cool story about you will love this, TJ. There's a really cool story about a guy that ran his own restaurant, and he was getting in a fight with Yelp or whoever. About his coverage or something like that. And it was just because like he wasn't getting enough 5-star reviews or something like that. So he went out of his way to tell all his customers, only give me a 1-star review. Like basically like strip the power away from them. Like he's proud that he only has a 1-star review on
Yeah.
everything. And like people that understand the reasoning behind it, like they're all for it. Like, yeah, we get it, dude. Like that is, kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
That even now review companies have power over your content because of the fact that they have those systems set up of stars, and it's like it's taking away from, like you said, the honest dialogue that comes with it, and just you cheapen it to a metric.
Yeah.
I just, coming from the world of business, man, too many people rely on metrics for everything, dude, and it's like a lot of times people manipulate metrics to
Well, it's easy
tell
to do.
to tell a story that isn't necessarily the story that is being told. So I'm with you, man. The star reviews, man, just get rid of that. Get rid of
Yeah.
that garbage.
There's a gaming channel I watch on YouTube called Layman Gaming, and they do little quick reviews, and then one of the brothers, they're a brother duo, and one of the brothers has his own YouTube channel. I think it's called Shill Up, SHILLUP. I'm not 100% sure on that. I should probably pull it up in front of me. I got to find a better setup for this microphone. It's right in the way of my hands when I go to type. Nothing.
No,
Nah, there you are.
whatever, man.
Sorry.
I have no idea. It's probably just my stuff.
It's a learning process, man. It's all it is. You know what it is you go and plug the other amp. No. But yeah, it's Shill Up Gaming. He does a lot of really good reviews on video games. Goes in depth. He's he's a lot a lot better articulate than I am, or a lot more articulate than I am, obviously, as you can tell.
So I tried a different thing here, so I imagine this not
Yep. No, just cut out.
just cut out.
It goes for like 10 seconds and cuts out. It's really strange.
It's got to be it. Yeah.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that'll work. I can just when you just got to make it work, you know. But yeah, it's Yeah, Godfall looked phenomenal. That's going to be a great, great game, I think.
Yeah. What? What?
Yeah, Godfall was a phenomenal game.
What?
Jamie, you could probably just cut the YouTube stream for now. You know what I mean? Like, no, all right.
What? Then why were you yelling like that? I told. I understand, but I thought something was wrong. You had me worried.
Red Twistle 7, yes, that does look friggin' fantastic. I can't wait for that to. But that's always looked phenomenal. Yep, Ratchet and Clank. You know that your screen share isn't showing up on the on YouTube. So it just sounds like I'm sitting here talking to myself. we can wrap it up for now. It's not gonna have to. We can do it another time. This isn't really gonna work with me just sitting here talking. The audio is gonna sound stupid as hell, man. It's all right. It's not a big deal. Yes, sir. That says yes. It is. Okay. Okay. You can. I can barely hear you, bud. There you are. What's going on, Olivia? How are you? Good. You got to speak a little louder. There we go. Say it like you mean it. So, what are you going to tell us about today? You're going to tell us about the game you like? Hold on, hold on.